You also mentioned that one of the signs of hope was that you saw maybe a process was beginning for the people of Palestine to become more, if I'm saying the word right, disaggregated. And I would like you to share what that word means and what that concept is and how that's bringing hope for the Palestinian people.
Right. It's very important for anybody to not label groups. It's when you have a group of people, you have to use, and my word is disaggregate, as Dave said. You have to find people who are, within every group, they're the radical right, the radical left, most people are in the middle, most people just want to survive. And so, rather than have a horrible right-wing attitude where you sort of have, well, just kill them all and let God sort it out, which doesn't help anybody, to one of a more understanding and try to work with the people you can work with and try to give people not only hope, but actual socioeconomic situations in which they have something to lose should they not continue forward. In terms of control and relationships, it's often the party with less to lose that's in control. So if you can give the party with less to lose, give them more, and give them a better socioeconomic standing, then they're less likely to become martyrs and killers.
Finally, Don, I want to address the recent incident of the Flotilla Commando raid, which many observers say has taken the oppression to a new level. In the psychology work that I've done, I've learned that oftentimes people that are oppressed, when they finally do come to power, become oppressors in the same way. And many people have observed that this has perhaps happened to some degree in Israel, and there's a fear that it could easily happen the same way in Palestine, and you've given a few examples of how Hamas may even be doing this. What are some of the, how this escalated violence is increasing the danger of that kind of dynamic?
Yes, one sort of has to sort of come outside the issue and look down on it, and one can understand Israel's need to protect itself and to guard against who and what comes into Gaza, because Hamas has not accepted Israel's treaties with the PLO. Hamas has not granted Israel a right to exist, and Hamas has not forced foreign violence. So you can understand things from Israel's standpoint. Within Israel, you have to disaggregate people, and I think the choices Israel has made, there's a significant group of people in Israel who are trying to help the Palestinians at many, many levels. But it's the right wing, and it's, even within Israel, certain very right-wing people don't accept other Jewish people as Jews even. Would like to see them out of the country. So the issue is one of trying to do the right thing. You have, somebody soon has to become a Nelson Mandela. Mandela initially was into violence and retribution, and he finally understood what it takes to be successful and how to work with your opponents. Somewhere within Israel, somebody's going to have to say, enough. We can't keep oppressing people this way. We need to move forward. Similarly, the Palestinians have to be able to say, enough. We have to work with Israel, allow Israel a right to exist, and then have these difficult conversations and truth and real reconciliation and justice if needed. But whatever it has to do, somebody has to finally say, we've got to change our ways.
Don, really appreciated you taking time today to share the thoughts and experiences from this trip. We really, in Global Healing, commend and applaud the good work you're doing. Is there any final thoughts or ideas that you wanted to share that we didn't cover in this interview?
No, the only thing I would like to emphasize is that peace has to come to the Middle East. The actions and the present situation on all parts is unsustainable. It's unsustainable. And before matters are going to get worse, but at some point there has to be appropriate leadership. There's a crisis of leadership on the Palestinian part and on the Israeli part, and somebody has to stand up and say, let's do the right thing.
Thank you, Don, and good luck in your work, and I hope that Global Healing can be more engaged and supportive of the good work you do.
Thank you.